those chairs are movable. You can get one between yourself and between Honorable Mwango and Honorable Nomba. Yes. Yeah. Honorable members, can you just share with us why today you decided to be in the front seats? Okay. You are welcome to the front line. Thank you so much. Senior Counsel, can we proceed?
Good morning.
I want to
Chair,
check if you are ready for us to proceed.
Yes, we are, and we obviously in your hands
Yeah,
now.
General?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Good morning, Honorable Chair members. Thank you.
Yeah. Honorable James had requested me that she may want to be released at 10 o'clock. I'm going to give her an opportunity to ask questions now. And today, Honorable James, I'm not allocating time for alternates. I'm just being merciful. Yeah, thank you so much. When I'm saying I'm not allocating time, I mean, I'm not saying that your time is 10 minutes, but surely it is below that. There is no 10 minutes limit today. There is something below 10 minutes.
That's
Because
fine.
let me tell you why. After you finish speaking, the watch stops running. We wait for the general to respond, and you find that your question is only 3 seconds. And then once he answers, you fill the question, the clock runs like that. So when he responds, he's not eating on your time. Your clock would have stopped at the time he starts responding. Yes.
Thank you, Chair.
So can we use this time profitably? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chairperson. Good morning to all the honorable members. Good morning to you, National Commissioner. Let me get straight to the point. Anyone holding position of National Commissioner should be beyond reproach. Do you agree, sir?
I do agree, Honorable Chair.
Are you beyond reproach?
That's correct, Honorable Chair.
Do you believe that the position you hold is probably one of the most powerful in South Africa?
Well, that's correct.
Is that correct? You are a very powerful man. Is that correct?
Not a very powerful man. No.
Sir, General
The
Mokonazi,
position of authority, Honorable.
General Mokonazi, I don't want us to water this down. We must know if you are fit to do this job. General Mokonazi in his statement said that you are probably one of the most powerful people in South Africa, and South Africans' lives are dependent and safety is dependent on you. So we can't have words such as probably or maybe or whatever. We need to know if you are fit for this position. So yes or no, sir?
Yes,
Thank you.
I am
Thank you,
fit for the
gentlemen.
job. Thanks, Honorable Chair.
Yes or no? Do you believe that undue political interference by the minister should be tolerated?
Just repeat the question, Honorable.
Do you believe that undue wrongdoings by the minister should be tolerated?
No, Honorable Chair, it shouldn't be tolerated.
Do you believe that pushback towards an instruction from a minister could cost you your job?
I believe it should cost me my job, but I don't mind if I have to lose my job.
Then why did you not tell the minister directly that his instruction is unlawful?
Honorable Chair, quite a number of times, I told the minister, why are you closing the team? And he just gave no reasons.
But it was an unlawful act
Well,
because it was operational. He was getting involved in operational matters.
well, according to me, yes, but of course, I think it is up to the committee at the end of the day to decide whether is it really unlawful or is not. But for me, that's how I interpreted it, to say, I think he's going beyond his scope. And hence I told him that I did emphasize that what are the reasons for this closing of the team? He might, the directive was not a request, it was a direct instruction. And they said, well, maybe he can give that, maybe he might not have that power, but what were the reasons? Why are you doing this? And unfortunately, I couldn't get answers.
NC, earlier on, you said that you are beyond reproach. Your response does not reflect that. Because you are now speaking about, in your statement, winding down. That is not a beyond reproach. That is not reflective of being beyond reproach. Do you believe the political killing stars team was adding value?
Well, that I believe and I know that it was adding value.
So why are you winding it down? Is that not ultimately giving in to the minister?
Well, that's what I'm saying, that Honorable Chair, the minister was determined. Well, he issued a directive to close the team. And in the absence of me not knowing what are the reasons, I kept on saying, but why are you doing this? And I then came with the plan that, well, if he's doing it, let me then rather come up with an alternative to say, you rather wind it down, not close it the way you do.
NC, that is giving in to the minister. That is allowing political interference in operational matters. Do you agree?
Well, my belief is yes, but I'm not sure what is his view and the view of everyone.
We are not interested in the minister's view right now. We are interested in who you are. The minister made a wrong decision. You should have stood up to it. You didn't, and that is a problem for South Africa.
But one thing, Honorable Chair, is that the team was never closed. It is still operational even up to this day. I did everything that I could do, and there was no door where I didn't went to. I engaged him several times, and he shut the door. You recall on the 16th of January, I met the minister on other matters. We discussed those. And in the process, I raised this matter again. And he shut the door to say, no, there is a due date for submitting the report, submit the report, then we can talk. After submission of the report, there was no talk until we were in Cape Town on the 6th of March. We discussed again there, again at that meeting, right at the beginning of the meeting, I said, Minister, tell these officers, why are you shutting down the team? Because I don't see the reason why you should do it. And there were no real cogent reasons that came about. But one thing which I did, I came up with that alternative that rather then let me just wind down because this directive look very suspicious. So rather, let me come up with the strategy of winding down. Maybe one will end up finding the reasons for the closure of this team or the disbandment of the team. And eventually, at the end of the day, we end up finding out the reasons. And also, I do take what the Honorable Minister is saying, but however, the instruction was not given in secret. It was out, yes, and for some reason it was leaked to the media on the 31st of December 2024, and everyone who's sitting here, members of the public, honorable members, also saw the instruction, I'm sure, and those that really had interest in the political killings, I believe they should have also saw that something is wrong. And I'm definitely sure, Honorable Chair, that if, just giving a scenario, if this instruction was about the disbandment of a task team that was investigating farm matters, I can guarantee you, before the 3rd of January, all association and organization around agriculture, they should have rise up to this matter because they would have seen it in public, they should have done something. But this very one, everyone, all analysts that are the best of today analyzing, including members of this house, it was quite okay. I did the best I could alone, and I tried my best. But if I have to be blamed today, well, I accept, but I did my best. And as we speak today, the political killings task team is still existing, is still working. Never mind, yes, I might have done it differently. Anyone will have an opinion how best you could have handled it. But I handled it my way, and I eventually was able to pick up what were the reasons why is the minister doing this, and the team is still there, is functioning. Thanks, Honorable Chair.
Do you believe that it was the minister's intention to close the political killings task team? Or the instruction should have actually been towards the counterintelligence task team? Because that was the team that was rattling his cages. That was the team that was actually investigating these drug cartels. That was the team that was investigating the people paying for his guests to January 8th statement. Do you believe that there was confusion because it was the 10 members from the political killings task team that was deployed to counter? Do you believe that the minister shot himself in his own foot because he didn't actually understand?
Yeah, thanks, Honorable Chairperson. Yes, today, as we are sitting here, indeed, I agree with you, Honorable Member. The intention was for closing whoever will be dealing with the counterintelligence operation in Gauteng. But remember, myself and you that time, we were all not aware what the main intention here is. It is only after the confiscation of Mr. Matlala's phone in May and later in June when, because it was, I think, 14 May, Mr. Matlala was arrested. The team took quite some time to analyze what is on the phone. Only later, now we have the advantage on a hindsight to know actually what was happening. But that time, we didn't know.
Okay.
I just had suspicion something is cooking here, but I didn't know what it is.
And today it shows that your suspicions were correct. It shows that the minister wanted to put a stop. The minister, the ANC minister, wanted to put a stop to investigations pertaining to a drug cartel that has captured our country. Is that correct?
No, Honorable Chair, it's not the
Sir.
Minister of the ANC, it's the Minister of Police in the Republic of South Africa.
Deployed by the ANC.
Well, that, yes.
We need to identify where these people come from. We need to identify where it comes from, where the rot comes from. We can't be pussyfooting. Our children are dying. Yesterday, a 4-year-old child died in Mitchell's Plain. Monday, a boy was kicking his grandmother's head around because of drugs. Tuesday, a boy was chopping his mother with a shovel because of drugs. We need to understand who are the enablers that's doing this. We're not here to play games. These people are ANC aligned. It's been going on for 2 years. You and I know each other for over 10 years. We're here to rot them out, and we must name them. So don't come here, ANC. I have great respect for you and speak about winding down and say that you are beyond reproach. You did not protect South Africans. You exposed us to drug cartels. The minister told you, close this door to you. We should be closing the door to the minister.
Honorable member, the chairperson has exercised his mercy for you to ask questions. And I know this is a chamber where we usually debate, but let's not debate the issue. Let's interact with the police commissioner.
Apologies, Chair. I want to ask the counterintelligence operational team, how many cases do they have, NC? And what are the case types, mainly those case types? Because we want to determine here what the minister was actually trying to stop.
Thanks, Honorable Chair. I do not have the figures with me, but it's quite a number of cases. It's cases around murders, attempted murder. There will be also cases of illegal possession of firearms and ammunition. And there will be cases of fraud and corruption. Yeah, but the number, I don't have it with me. Thanks. And most of those cases are the cases, as you have seen, the cases that are around Matlala's appearance, Ket Matlala, and also cases around KT Molefe. Those are the type of cases, but I don't have the figure, but it is those type of cases, murders, attempt, possession of firearms and ammunition, illegal possession or dealing in drugs and or manufacturing of drugs. So the cases are still under investigation. Thanks.
General, I want to touch on one final aspect regarding the works of SAPS. In a system where whistleblowers are not adequately protected, whistleblowers such as Babita, do you believe that you have failed Babita?
Well, no, I don't believe I failed her.
Were you aware of the fact that she was a whistleblower?
Only after she was murdered, one became aware.
How strong is your intelligence in this country?
Well, the intelligence, they are doing their work, but of course, the intelligence would not know what a whistleblower is going to say, probably. They won't know that.
Intelligence, are they not supposed to pick up on crime that is sort of brewing, the things that hasn't been brought to the front yet? Is that not the intention and the purpose of intelligence, is to garner information
It is
and to gather information?
It is to collect and gather intelligence, yes.
So they did not know.
No, obviously, I don't know the details of the intricacies of that case and the detail of the case. I don't know it.
Since Babita's death, what have you put in place to ensure that you protect whistleblowers?
Well, whistleblowers, I know that there is legislation that is on its way to Parliament now by Department of Justice around whistleblowers. And from our side, if there are whistleblowers within the organization or whoever, we do provide whatever assistance we can do. But currently, by and large, there is no real mechanism for protection of whistleblowers. And unfortunately, of course, whistleblowers, remember, it doesn't necessarily mean you must go out in public and say whatever you say, but it means you go to authorities, you inform them what you know and what is happening, because your safety is quite important.
I think right now authorities has been compromised. Authorities, they are the criminals based on where we're sitting. So we cannot go to authorities. So how do we protect whistleblowers? If the minister himself, the head, is stopping drug cartels, and today you are saying that whistleblowers must go to SAPS. Does that make sense, General?
Well, I think you are, through your honorable chair, the honorable and honorable members, we should at least take pride that which they intended that it happened, it didn't happen. We're able to stop it, and we are investigating it. We arrested people. They are the people in court, and we even discovered more. The current Ket Matlala, we discovered 18 more cases that were there lying all over, and they are brought now. They are being investigated, and you'll be facing all those cases. So we have done something, and we are still doing something with a view to deal with the matter.
And this is the team, the counterintelligence operation that the minister wanted to close down. Yeah. I want to ask you in closing, do you believe the minister must be arrested?
No, I can't express an opinion on that. There is a case that is being investigated. I think you heard from General Mkonas when he was here, that honorable chair, that there is a case that is being investigated, and one cannot comment on cases that are still under investigation.
I think my final question, do you believe the people from the Cape Flats deserves an operation like the political killings task team, since the numbers on the Cape Flats triples that of the political killings task team, and the political killings task team has been made permanent. It has been ongoing since 2018. The killings on the Cape Flats has been ongoing for 3 decades. That is linked to the rest of the country, that cripples the economy of the country, because you have a concentrated section belonging to where you see mainly colored people that contribute 6% to this population, contributing the highest counts of murder and crimes to the national statistics. Do you not believe that that too, since it impacts South Africans and investment, do you not believe that this province deserves, the people are worthy of an operation that is focused on rooting out drugs?
Thanks, honorable chair and members. Well, coming to matters of Cape Flats, the honorable member would be aware that we have been deploying this province since many years ago. As far as 1996, 97, during those time of apartheid, we've been deploying this province and changing strategies. I do agree currently, as we speak, there is over 200 police members that are in this province of Western Cape that are not belonging here. They come from other provinces to come and assist in this province. And also, we look at the strategies that we have been using, and everyone, I'm sure, knows that we arrested most of these top leaders of these very cartels. As we speak, Modak is inside, he has been sentenced, he's still facing more. there's quite a number of them that we have arrested. And also, I think at some point somewhere last year, we even commended how the media is being used and how the media is being used and also to the detriment of the public when we have the Stanfield and his wife arrested. We went to that court with the former minister myself. I don't know whether you picked up through Honorable Chair that after that court appearance, there was never an article in the media about his arrest and his appearance in court. If ever there was, it was really just 2 lines, and we were asking ourselves why. So it shows how they have influence. But we've taken down some of the gang leaders in this province are behind jail. They are arrested. But we haven't stopped there. We are still going on. As we speak, we have changed strategies. We have developed a new plan, which was never there before. And we are now starting to implement that plan. Might not give all the details, but it is a plan that is specific, focused, unlike when we do stabilization and have one team doing investigation. This time we have specific teams doing different things while we are stabilizing the Western Cape. In terms of personnel, the province of Western Cape for the past 5 years, this is the only province that got more than 4,000 personnel additional to what they have. That shows we have interest in what is happening in the province, and we also doing our best to make sure that we fight this gangsterism. And also it gives one a relief that, yes, we have dig so much that we understand what is happening with these drug cartels, how they work, how they are linked, and we are dealing with that. And if we finish or finalize that, we'll be knowing exactly where we stand. So we are prioritizing Western Cape. It was never. Some provinces don't even get more than 10 people at any given time, but this province was the one given more police members, and we went as far as going to the previously advantaged areas. You are Cape Town, you are Claremont, reducing police personnel there and send them to, for example, the Makassar police station is made up of majority of police members that come from your likes of Camps Bay and Claremont and so on. So we did rectify to make sure that we don't ignore the Cape Flats, and that's what we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, General. I think in closing, let me help you. You say that you are trying to find out how they work. They work via the cartels linked to the minister. You've done much over the years, done much. The crime stats remains the same. There's no impact and there's no intelligence. We need to relook at the plan that we have for the Cape Flats and this country. I thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much, Honorable James. Honorable members, can I check the alternates? The alternates, those who want to speak, may you please raise your hands, the alternates, so that I can note you. I see Honorable Shikelen, Honorable Lee Ann Matthews, Honorable Nomvalo. Is your alternate speaking? Okay. Honorable Sokanyile. Do you want to speak? Yes, that's why I want to check so that I note all of you, you speak and we know we're done. And I must make it very clear. I see Honorable Vessels is not here. And we have not received his apology. And he also has not indicated with me as the chair that he will be arriving late or he will not be here. So I have said that you are speaking on my mercy. So at the time, this mercy is being granted and you are not here, you forfeit. It's not a right that can be claimed. Okay, we are going to proceed like that. Honorable Sokanyile.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Maybe just before you start, Honorable James, at any time that you may want to be released, you are released. Thank you. Continue, Honorable Sokanyile.
Thank you. Good morning to the honorable members. Good morning, General.
Morning, honorable member.
Yeah, I wanted to hear greeting. Then also to the administration. General, let me start with what you raised yesterday about the Board of Commissioners, whereby you indicated that the South African Police Service Act makes a provision for the establishment of a Board of Commissioners, which is composed of yourself as a National Commissioner, together with the 9 provincial commissioners. Then you also said that during meetings, you acknowledge that there is a practice of including the senior officials in BOC meetings, and yet the Act doesn't provide this. Even General Mkhwanazi, when he was here, he talked about the inclusion of the senior police officials not having the provincial commissioners and ourselves in a meeting, but you also included the senior officials in your meetings. Then General Mkhwanazi raised reservation on the attendance of the senior police officials. Can you reflect on this, as you are saying that because you are the person responsible to chair that BOC, and yet you include this difference that General Mkhwanazi had and yourself having to include the senior officials. Can you talk about that? You saw it correctly. Can you express your views as well as the reservations that General Mkhwanazi had on that?
Thanks, Honorable Chairperson and members. Yes, the board is established in terms of the Police Act to constitute exactly, as you said, the National Commissioner and the 9 provincial commissioners. But the Act doesn't prohibit any inclusion of anybody else. And the purpose of the board is an advisory body to the National Commissioner, which we, from the legal point, the legal advice that we got, that there is nothing wrong to include senior officials in that because it's not prohibiting that, and it is an advisory body to the National Commissioner in terms of various matters of coordination of in provinces. So we saw no issue or no problem because the provincial commissioners will still be included. So their views will still be taken because it's not to say their views is going to become law or is law. They are just advising the National Commission. Instead of creating maybe two bodies, go and meet with the board and then go and meet with the other senior officials at another angle to hear their views. We saw it just as fit to have both in one meeting, and they exchange their views, give advices, and you get it from one meeting. And we saw more advantages in enriching one another in the development of the subs, limiting it to the only 10, which if after a year or 3 years you want to go back to the memory lane, I'm sure you might not find a single one of the 10 who was there. So we saw it fit that in order for the institutional memory of the organization and development and skilling of future leaders in the organization, it is best not to lock them out, but rather include them so that you have one comprehensive management team that is moving forward in a synchronized manner. Honorable member will also recall that I did mention that practically if you have the 10 in any given time in a meeting, you will always have this risk that they have got various periods by when they will be leaving, and also one has to take the interest of the organization into consideration and at heart. Not that they don't, but the fact of the matter is they're human beings. As I said, some of them might be left with a month, some of them might be left with 3 months, and here you say that body must advise the National Commissioner on decisions that will go beyond their stay in the organization. Whether those advices will be for the better of the organization or not is questionable, can go both ways. But basically we saw no infringement on the part of the act to include them. We saw it as it is good for the organization to have them. Thank you.
Okay. Has any of the 9 provincial commissioners raised his or her dissatisfaction in the inclusion of the senior managers to the BOC? Because General Mkwanazi raised it here in the ad hoc committee to say that he was not happy about that because it means that it is not catered for by the act, but we're doing it. And did he in particular raise that with you or any other 9 provincial commissioners raise that with you?
Thanks, Honorable Chair and members. Yes, yeah, I think in one of the meetings, I couldn't remember when he did raise it, maybe 1 or 2 years they did raise it, and it was discussed, and we obtained legal opinion, and we found it not to be a problem of including them.
Okay. You may not know why he wouldn't want other senior to be there. As you are saying that he did raise it, maybe looking at things because, yeah, it is good as you are narrating it, but why specifically? Wouldn't want other senior below him, want them to be there? You wouldn't know.
Honorable Chair, I wouldn't know. why.
Okay,
Thank
no,
you.
it's fine. Thanks. Then, going to the 31st directive, because you said you regard that correspondence as the 31st directive, whereby you were on leave on the 30th. Then there was a correspondence that was written by the minister, a directive in particular that I'm going to talk about it now is the halting or filling of post in the intelligence division. On point 36, that is page 19 of your statement regarding that directive. You were on leave, but there was a directive that was directed to you. Did you receive that directive?
Yes, Honorable Chair, I did receive the directive. It was sent to me through a WhatsApp by one of the officials.
By one of the officials. So it was straight to, even if you were on leave, it was given straight to you. You didn't have an acting person in opposition. Meanwhile, you were on leave.
There was somebody acting in while I was on leave. But the correct procedure, of course, yes, is to send to the Office of the National Commission. And that office is the one that will send to the acting National Commission.
So it means that the acting national commissioner, I understand it was Musikidi or Musikidi, something like that. Musikidi. Am I correct?
That is correct, Honorable Chair.
He didn't see that one. He was not given. As the acting person, you know, I'm talking on a layman point of view. I've never been to SAPS. You are in the acting position. The national commissioner is on leave. Then the directive is given straight to you whilst you are on leave and not given to the person who's acting. Then that person liaises with you. I'm just checking.
Thanks, Honorable Chair. It was not wrong to send it to the email of the National Commission. That is the official good practice.
Okay.
And it is my office that will then send it to the acting National Commission, which they did. Thank you.
Then on point 40, that is page 20, you are saying that you don't know the reason behind the instruction that was given of halting or the filling of post in the intelligence. You are saying that you believe it was unprecedented. And you further indicate that, in your view, the minister didn't have a unilateral to prevent or halt the filling of post. Did you inquire with the minister the reasons of giving such instruction? Did you ask him?
Thanks, Honorable Chair. I did ask him as to why.
Whilst you were on leave, sorry, whilst you were on leave. Did you communicate whilst you were on leave or when you come back? I just want to add that.
All right, thanks, Honorable Chair. No, and members. No, I communicated when I came back from leave, not while I was on leave.
Then he gave you the reasons of the instruction.
Thanks, Honorable Chair. Yeah, he did give the reasons as to why he held those posts and which we later then